What's going on, guys? In this video I'm going to talk about bottle returns. Obviously the prop for this video is empty bottles. The reason why I'm making this video is because I wanted to tell regular people that bottle returns actually still work. And I'm going to talk about my story, my most recent story about collecting these, because I've gone back and forth to collecting them, not collecting them, and not collecting them. So my first encounter with bottle returns is I was very young and I was homeless, and I collected bottles and I held on to the money, and I was able to support myself in the streets of New York City, collecting these from the floor, trash cans, everywhere. I got really good at it, and I started making an unusual amount of money with mentoring. But this was just the beginning. This was the beginning of a dark world where scavengers set loose and make money off the cream of the land. During that time, I've watched scavengers make in one day what most people would make in a week working a regular job, yet they're looked down upon. And I can understand why some of them are, because of their habits, of course. And you're in a fast-paced environment and you have to learn how to survive. So let's talk about my most recent encounter with this hustle and what it's done for me, and how I did this moderately while working at my full-time job, how I was able to do it. And I want to tell you guys watching this video, because this subject seems to attract a lot of people. So I'm going to talk to you guys about how to do this while working your job, and how to create a funnel where instead of you going out to grab these all the time, they come after you. So the most that I've made casually with these, probably tops maybe $225 in 1 month, and that's just my most recent encounter. When I was homeless and I was younger, it was a lot more than that. I mean, more than 10%. Well, what I collected now is 10% of what I used to do when I was homeless as a kid, or maybe even less than 10%. So basically, I talked about how I made $2,500 in 1 year collecting these casually on the side as a side hustle, before I went out and started businesses like my eBay business or any other business like that. And I'm making this video to create some awareness so that people know and understand that this is a very good hustle, because 9 times out of 10, this is pure cash, okay? This is not like your stocks and bonds that tend to lose value and depreciate. But if you want to raise money to buy stocks, this is the greatest way to do it. You hack yourself into this, you raise up some money, you take all that money and you invest it in the stock market, and most of the time you sink or swim. Either you invest in the right kind of stocks that pay you dividends, or you don't. So this is a great way to create a savings. Now, the only way that this hustle is really going to work is if you're already frugal. If you're not frugal, then you might as well not even do this. Some people don't really like to save money. So if you are going to return bottles and take it and just take the money and buy stuff with it, like go Christmas shopping with the money, then it's not going to work for you, and you might as well not even collect them, because all you're going to do is fuel your passion for money spending. And that's not how this works. The only time bottle returns work is if you're frugal. A lot of people do this and they get nowhere. Let me remind you guys that Okay, this is a hustle that requires you to be frugal. If you do not know how to hold on to money, this isn't going to do anything for you. Let me just let you know that now. If you don't have a destination for the money that you get from this, if there's no idea, and I'm going to tell you guys one of the things that you can do with the money that you get from bottle returns, if you could do this. Here's a quick little tiny passive 3-year hack, if you can handle it. I'm going to give you a 3-year hack, and it's supposed to be very passive. Don't gamble on this. Don't think too hard about it. Don't romanticize it. Don't talk about it too much. Keep it to yourself, and be like an underworld prince or queen. Okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to take this money and you're going to create a separate bank account that you get from bottle returns. And you're going to slowly deposit the money into the bank account. Or don't. Take a jar or a safe in your house. And don't deposit the money. Just take a jar and take the safe. Right? Save up cash. Save up the cash for about 3 years. You really don't want to do it that way, but if you feel the need to do it that way, then go ahead, because cash depreciates in value. But stack the money up and put it in a money market account, right? Because not everybody likes stocks, but at least you can get a really good interest rate on a money market account. So you put it in a money market account and you let it gather interest. And then once you got it in a money market account, you've been doing this for 3 years, you have enough money to have it in a money market account and for it to gain you interest. Now, step number 2 is to continue doing that, right? So you got a 1 to 3 year plan, money market account. Step number 2 is to continue doing that. But only difference is every little dime you get, you're going to put it in a money market account, right? So even if you do a haul with bottles and all you get is $14, you're going to take that $14 and deposit it directly into that money market account. Now, this is for people who don't want to do the stocks and the trades or anything like that. So you take it and you put it in a money market account. And as that money market account accrues interest, you're going to just keep it there. You're going to pretend it's not even there. And you're going to keep doing the same thing over and over again. Just keep depositing, right? By the time that account, now here's the 5 to 10 year goal. Here's where you're really going to be working on diversifying and getting your retirement in order. For those people who want to do an underworld kind of like hack and play with the game from a different perspective. Because of course we know about IRAs, we know about stocks, bonds, mutual funds, 401ks and stuff like that. But this can create more opportunity than you think. So when your money market account gets to a certain level, I want you to think like this. If you're a scavenger and you like to work really hard on stuff like this, you're going to take that money market account, and you're going to take it, put it down as a down payment on an investment property, real estate, house or whatever, or maybe a triplex or a multifamily home of some sort. And you're going to rent it out and create a new income. Now you still got the bottles, you still got the money market account that's gaining interest. And by the way, not the whole entire thing, just part of it. Now it's gaining interest. So now you got 3 sources of income. This is how this can work. I can tell you a whole bunch of different hacks, but I'm going to talk about this right here for now. So now you got this, you got the money market account, and you got the real estate property making you money, right? All from this right here, all from this. See, this is the thing that people laugh at. I used to get teased for this a lot, and I don't care about that because I don't care about people's opinion about what I do. I'm a hustler. Hustlers do what they want. People don't understand it. That's their business, okay? Right now I'm reading a book, The Millionaire Next Door. Great read. You'll know that 50% of millionaires live below their means. So think about it. Most millionaires, you don't even know who they are. I could be a millionaire. People don't even know it. Now, and mind you, if I was, I would never tell anybody. For many different reasons, but let's talk about this. So now you have the money market account, the bottles, the rental property. You probably already have stocks or whatever is going on in your life, and you're saving up money from your job or whatever. So what's next? What's next is completely up to you. So all I'm talking about in this video is how bottle returns work, all right? It was easy for me to do $2,500 in 1 year. Okay, 25, and that's just being passive. I wasn't even aggressive. If I was aggressive, I could do this really big. Right now, this is about 60 cents worth, okay? So think about it like this. You collect these passively or whatever other hustles you got. I could talk about a lot of them. I think maybe the next time I take a haul and take back some metal or something like that, if I go to the salvage yard, I'll show a receipt here on YouTube and show you guys what's going on. But bottle returns this is a great hustle. It can start a lot of stuff, right? And the economy that we're living in, I'm so surprised that people are ignoring this. Okay, you got a lot of bigwigs out there that are telling you about going hard and doing all this big hustle, and people don't have a lot of money to begin with. A majority of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. So the whole thing about it is not a lot of people aren't going to be on that level where they can go do what the bigwigs do, and I made my money doing this, or I made my money doing that. A lot of people aren't going to be able to do that. So what people could do, however, is they could do the scavenging, they can do some raw material hustling, they could do some bottle returns, and just go in and just do it and invest. Get this money. It's a source of income. Get it while you can. Now, so, okay, I'm going to tell you guys one of the ways that you can launch this business off. If you want to do a small income hack, right? One, you can start by collecting the bottles and cans in your house, right? These are all bottles that are consumed within my home. This is just one small portion. You usually start with yourself. You become your own customer. Boom, right? So now you start with yourself. What's the next step? Okay, the next step is to start with your job or anything like that. You can start telling everybody at your job, hey, don't throw your bottles and cans in the trash, put it in my recycle bin, right? So you get a recycle bin from the store and costs you about 12 bucks, depending on which one you buy. Some of them are 30 bucks, but if you buy one for $30, you might as well just take a gun and shoot yourself in the foot. You're beating yourself in the head. You have to do it for a week or two just to make your money back, and then you haven't made any money. Now you went and worked for nothing. So you do it or you could use a garbage pail that you never use and say cans and bottles and write it in a black magic marker. So you put it at your job, and now all the people at your job is throwing nickels inside your can, right? Everyone at your job's throwing nickels inside your can. So they're building your income for you, right? Now you're making passive income on your coworkers. Another thing you could do is within your neighborhood, you can start having some of your neighbors, right? Whenever they put their garbage disposal out and they get ready to put their recyclables, you tell them, hey, hold a bag full of bottles for me and I'll come pick them up every week. You know, don't throw it out. So you collect from your neighbors, you collect from your job, and if you get really good at this, you can collect up to $100 a week. I know one person in particular that makes about $150 a week doing this, and they collect from all different sources and stuff like that. I see them collect tons of bottles, and every week it's the same thing. They got their big truck bags, 9 to 10 really heavy duty trash bags filled with bottles, right? So you could do it like that. If you're really aggressive, you could do all of those things, right? And then you can take a drive on the weekends. We got nothing to do or something like that. Go early in the morning and go drive around, pick up bottles, you know, on the road, wherever. If you got something to do, which is great, right? So suppose you got to go in town and run some errands. You go a little earlier. You go about 2 hours early, and you look at the side of the road. You pick up, you know, if you can go get some gloves and stuff like that, because I use gloves on them. And if you really feel like it, you know, you see some in the trash, you go pick them out of the trash. And you take them and you put them in a bag and you stick them in your car and you keep them moving, right? You lace it up and stuff like that. Make sure there's nothing in there and stuff like that, whatever. Be careful, you know, you don't want to get sick or anything like that. But you collect them and you take them in and you let the people count them, and you take them to the county waste or whatever and stuff, and then you make your money, right? So if you did it like that, and you try to make like $200-300 a week, which is possible, okay? Because I used to make a lot more than that when I was a teenager, young kid, a young youth, homeless. I did more than, you know, $300 a week. I was doing a lot more than that. I was doing around $500, $600, $700 a week at times. So that's another way to do it. And if you got big dreams, like some people want to buy a house, you want to be a house owner, you want to own a house, and you don't know where to start because you're having a hard time saving money. Maybe you and your family, you can't save any money. You guys are like, what the hell are we gonna do? So all of a sudden you start collecting the bottles and stuff like that, and you're on to something new, and you're doing great things, and you're saving up money to buy your house or your dream home. And if you're smart enough, hopefully you're getting a duplex or a triplex and you're renting out the other parts and you're making some money. So anyway, that's it for this video. It's a little long, but I wanted to show you guys that bottle returns still work, right? And I'm getting a lot of questions about bottle returns. People love it. And I just want to thank everybody for all your support. Thank you for subscribing, and make sure you follow me on Twitter, link below, and make sure if you have any questions, ask questions, comment below. I love to hear your feedback. What do you think about this video? Should I continue talking about this? Should I still talk about how to make money on iTunes without having music on iTunes? Let me know. I want to create a demand for different information, but I like teaching people little things. And here, some of you people out there are collecting bottles and cans, and you don't know what direction you want to go in. People are making you feel embarrassed. Everybody's clowning you. Everybody wants to dress in Louis Vuitton and stuff like that. Let me tell you something. If you got $50,000, $60,000 in your bank account and your friends have nothing but high credit card debt and a Fendi belt and some new Jordans or some new sneakers or Louis Vuitton, whatever, and all this other stuff, whatever, who do you think's in a better position? You, the one who's really frugal, and you got thousands upon thousands of dollars in the bank, and you're building your empire. You're buying rental properties. You're making business. You're investing in the stock market. You're doing everything you want to do. You're creating multiple streams of income, and then you have your friend who's not like me and didn't find a jacket for only $5 on sale, you know, and they're spending thousands of dollars on all their clothing, and they're barely living paycheck to paycheck, and now they're swimming in credit card debt trying to figure out how they're going to pay off their credit card. Which one would you rather be? Okay, watch my video, subscribe to my channel. I'm in your world. I'm the one you want, okay? I'm going to make you feel good about going hard. Don't worry, because public perception kills people. A lot of people don't go hard because they're so worried about what other people think. Get some gloves. Stick your hand in that trash can. Grab those nickels. Who cares? Don't worry about other people think. You need to fuel your dreams. And if you can make an extra $30,000 to $40,000 just by starting with this, getting into the money market account, making interest off the money market account, and then making money off the rental property. And here's the thing. When you make money off the rental property, you could put more money in that money market account, right? And you can hold it there. You get a high yield one, right? You can hold it there. And then you can work on getting another property. So you're still doing this. And You're still making rental income, and then you want to get another one and get another one, and you're building your empire. Okay? I made a video to how to quit your jobs in 5 to 10 years. Add this to your portfolio. There's so many ways to do it. There's so many ways to make a lot of money. Okay? This is just an idea. It's just entertainment. I'm not telling you that you need to do this. I'm not in charge of your life or whatever you do. I'm not your tax preparer. I'm not any of these people. I'm just making an entertainment video for you to just have some thoughts in your head about what you want to do and how cool this could be, right? So it's up to you. It's your life. It's your play, all right? It's your call, not mine. So do as you please. Enjoy, have fun, make money, stop worrying about other people. Just get your money. You think I care about what people think about this? Let me tell you something. There's famous YouTubers, okay? I know they're throwing shots at me. They're talking about this. Come on. Okay, first of all, I can make more money with this than you can with your stock portfolio, Jack. It's a proven factor. You know how many shares of Ford you need just to make this alone? Or shares of AT&T or any? Let me tell you something. I can have a bag in my trunk full of bottles that should make you more dividends than your huge portfolio. I don't care if you have a portfolio of $100,000. What I can do in a year with this can max that out and beat it. So who are you trying to throw shots at? You can call me the Bottle King for all I care. Just as long as you subscribe to the video. Subscribe to the channel. Watch the video. Like the video. Be a negative Nancy. Talk crap. See if I care. I know what I'm doing. I know my side hustles. I have plenty. So you do what you want to do. I'm going to make my money. But I suggest you have fun. You get money. You make your money. You do what you do. You stay in your lane. I don't insult people on here. Except for the fake minimalists that are out there lying and saying they're minimalist. How are you going to say you're a minimalist from a $5,000, $6,000 bed and maybe a $500,000 house? You're not a minimalist. $200 makeup and cover up. I cut my own hair. I don't spend money at the barbershop. I barely spend money on clothes. I usually wear most of the same clothes. Okay, my clothing budget for the year is probably like $100. That's all I spend on clothing all year round. Like $100, $200. Okay, so there you have it. Enjoy, subscribe.